in a tiny apartment or tired of squeezing dishes into a crowded sink. The COMFEE'Portable dishwasher, originally $293.68, now only $278.99. Is your solution to sparkling dishes? No plumbing required. Here's why this COMFEE'Portable dishwasher is perfect for American homes with limited space. Wash anywhere, anytime, no need for a plumber. This dishwasher has a built-in 5L water tank, so you can place it anywhere on your counter and wash dishes on demand, or connect it to your faucet with the included hose for continuous use. Compact but mighty. Don't let the size fool you. This dishwasher tackles loads of up to 30 dishes, including plates up to 9.5 inches, perfect for apartments, dorms, RVs, and even boats. Clean dishes for every need. Choose from 6 wash cycles: normal, rapid, steam, fruit, glass, and even an air refresh mode for extra drying. No more hand washing for delicate items. Hygienic power. The hygiene wash cycle uses high temperatures up to 192 degrees Fahrenheit to eliminate tough messes, perfect for baby bottles and heavily soiled dishes. Save time and water. This dishwasher uses up to 1/3 less water compared to hand washing. And the air refresh function keeps dishes dry and odor-free, saving you time on drying. Sure, some dishwashers might offer more bells and whistles. But for most Americans who need a convenient way to wash dishes in a small space, the COMFEE'Portable dishwasher is a lifesaver. Ditch the dishpan and free up your time. The COMFEE'Portable dishwasher boasts a strong majority of satisfied customers, with a healthy 67% of reviewers giving it 5 stars. People in apartments, RVs, and small homes love the compact size, convenient features, and powerful cleaning for their needs. Top 5 customer feedback on the most typical 5-star products. 1. Customer opinion about the product is quiet and handy. This is my second countertop dishwasher purchase in a few years. The last one kicked the bucket shortly after a year, different brand, and I bought a warranty just in case this one messes up. Everything fits in here quite well. I do a load a day, and that seems to help me keep caught up on dishes. The silverware rack is a nice touch, though I do wish I had held onto my silverware basket from my old unit. I have to alternate stack the spoons with forks to ensure that water gets to everything on the rack. That's about all the learning curve I've had to take since I got this model. I use the water reservoir instead of the hose because I don't want a hose in the way. It doesn't take that long to fill, especially if you can get yourself a second pitcher to fill while you're pouring the first. Things get very clean even on the rapid cycle, though I usually set it on a full cycle just to be sure. Overall, I am very pleased with this model and hope it lasts me a long time. 2. Customer opinion about the product is perfect dishwasher. I love this compact dishwasher. It's efficient and my dishes are so clean. It's a bit smaller than I anticipated, so I have to run it more frequently than I thought, but it's worth it. It is perfect for one person. I really like that I don't have to hook it up to my sink to use it. I just pour the water into it, let the hose empty into a bucket, and then I'm free to still use my sink while I do my dishes. You definitely should rinse the filter at least every other use, but it's super easy to remove and put back. I've had it for a few months and use it several times a week, and I've had no issues with it at all. Great product to invest in, so I'm not having to hand wash everything. 3. Customer opinion about the product is love this little washer. Best for small loads. This washer is my new favorite anniversary gift. I hate doing dishes by hand, and this thing is keeping things caught up. It is quiet, and you can choose between hooking it up to the faucet or using the little pitcher to fill with water. I use the pitcher so that I can keep my faucet free for other water uses. Things to consider: large pots and pans don't fit, but smaller ones come out clean. This washes enough dishes for a meal or meal prep for 1 or 2 people at a time. You can keep dishes for a larger household done with this, either run a shorter cycle or break it up into more loads. It recommended the expensive tabs. I tried those and they wash okay, but honestly the gel stuff that is cheaper comes out just as clean. You can open it to remove or rearrange items and just hit the start button again. It has a clear window so you can see how things are going. It takes up about as much space as a microwave or large air fryer, and mine lives permanently on the counter by the sink. 4. Customer opinion about the product is best little dishwasher. Let me tell you, I am living with my elderly parents in their old home. They don't have the space for an under-counter dishwasher, although one could be installed and a fridge could be moved and upgraded to Countertop. The cost in doing so is really not worth it. As a child, they used to use the portable rolling dishwashers, and they were hit or miss if you ask me or anyone who has used them. I think they would break down more than work properly. Well, since I am at home and my parents can't see very well, I decided to stop hand washing and started looking for a decent countertop unit without the hose hookup, since I would need to switch over the faucet as well, or at least give me the option to in the future. I read the reviews on many. I found the Farberware unit, which I then found out was made by Comfee. So I decided to buy it and try it. Well, the glasswares and other dishes I have put in that were stained that I could not get out by hand no matter how hard I tried came out and are now spotless. This washer is worth its weight in gold. It is big, but not too big. My counter area was just enough, but the height just fit, but I could not use the water catch on the top, so I need to pull out a bit when I fill with water. The finished quantum samples they give in the box works great, and I am now a believer in their brand. Highly recommend. You could even use this with a bucket and fresh water and generator if you had a power outage or go camping and still want a dishwasher. 5. Customer opinion about the product is my one today. I have been living in a rental without a dishwasher for going on 5 years. And because the economy has forced me to work 3 jobs to be able to afford the luxury of a roof over my head, and my dirty dishes are constantly out of control, I finally broke down and used my tax refund to treat myself. Let me tell you, this thing is a game changer. It fits easily in the space that my strainer had previously been using. It only uses 1.5 gallons of water, far less than I was using to hand wash, and the best part is that putting the dishes away is not an insurmountable task, as I've often felt a full-size dishes was. Would recommend for any rental without a dishwasher. For single people who don't make enough dishes for a full-size dishwasher, could easily be taken on vacation. If you're thinking about it, go for it. You won't be sorry. Top 5 customer feedback on the most typical 1-star products. 1. Customer opinion about the product is unreliable. I waited to write this review because I had not used the machine for years after purchase. When I finally got the chance to use it, it only worked a single time and failed to complete the wash cycle. I attempted one more time and yet again, does not finish the wash cycle and fails to drain all the water. Errors out and just beeps non-stop till you unplug it. Will not purchase from this company again. 2. Customer opinion about the product is bad experience. Bad experience. I bought it to use it in my country chili and it arrived defective. It turns on without a problem, but when it starts, the blades start to rotate with water. It doesn't. Apparently it has a problem with the pressure pump or something like that. I bought it for chili, so returning the product is a problem. Very bad experience. 3. Customer opinion about the product is broke after first use. Terrible customer service. Machine broke after one use and kept displaying error code for which the only solution is call maintenance. There were no other solutions presented, and the return process was such a hassle and required so much personal time and effort to resolve this problem. Never buying from this brand again. 4. Customer opinion about the product is stopped working, no support. I bought this device and it worked great at first. After a couple months now it stopped working. It will not turn on. I drained it and made sure that there was no water damage or anything. I unplugged it. I tried everything to get it to start again. I got no luck. So I tried to get support. I didn't want my money back or anything. I just want a replacement for a product in purchase and only got to use maybe 15 times. The fact that I can't find any support for this product is super frustrating. The website Amazon provides has no information, no phone number, nothing. Do not buy this. If anything goes wrong, you will have wasted all your money. 5. Customer opinion about the product is started leaking after a couple washes. At the beginning it worked great. It washed and sanitized my baby bottles. I bought this to wash baby bottles. But after a couple washes it started leaking really bad and it wasn't rinsing the bottles right. You could see a lot of foam buildup still inside of the bottles and the machine. We tried to find the leak, but nothing seems to be open or broken. It leaks all the water out. Living in a tiny apartment and tired of hand washing dishes. Been there. My tiny kitchen sink overflowed constantly, and counter space was a precious commodity. Then I found the COMFEE'Portable dishwasher, originally $293.68, now only $278.99, and let me tell you, it's a lifesaver for small spaces, and with 67% of reviewers giving it 5 stars, I'm not alone. Here's why I love it and why you will too. Wash anywhere, no plumbing needed, forget expensive installation. This dishwasher has a built-in water tank, so you can place it anywhere and wash dishes on demand. Or hook it up to your faucet for continuous use. Compact size, big cleaning power. Don't let the size fool you. This dishwasher tackles everyday dishes, plates up to 9.5 inches, perfect for apartments, RVs, and even dorms. The right wash for every meal. From greasy pots to delicate glassware, there's a wash cycle for everything: normal, rapid, steam, fruit, glass, and even an air refresh mode for extra drying. Hygienic, clean, you can trust. The high-temp hygiene wash cycle blasts away tough messes up to 192 degrees Fahrenheit, so you can sanitize baby bottles and anything else that needs a deep clean. Save water and time. This dishwasher uses way less water than hand washing. And the air refresh function keeps dishes dry and odor-free, saving you time on drying. Yes, for large families, a bigger dishwasher might be better. And a few reviewers mentioned they wish the drying function was even stronger. But for most everyday needs in a small space, it's fantastic. Ditch the dishpan and reclaim your counter space. Get the COMFEE'Portable dishwasher for $278.99, originally $293.68, and enjoy sparkling clean dishes anytime, anywhere. Your tiny kitchen will thank you. Craving fresh, delicious bread but intimidated by baking? The Zojirushi Home Bakery Virtuoso Plus, yes, it's a mouthful, but the results are worth it. Is your answer to homemade bread mastery, all for $399.99. Here's why this Zojirushi Breadmaker is perfect for busy American kitchens. Effortless baking, no more measuring, kneading, or guesswork. Simply add ingredients, choose your settings, and let the machine work its magic. Variety for every taste. This Breadmaker isn't a one-trick pony. Bake everything from classic white and whole wheat loaves to healthier options like multigrain, gluten-free, and even vegan bread. Speedy results, short on time. The rapid setting lets you enjoy a fresh loaf of bread in under 2.5 hours, perfect for busy mornings or last-minute cravings. Perfect browning and texture. Dual heating elements on the bottom and lid ensure your bread bakes evenly for a beautiful golden crust and a consistently delicious texture. Easy to use and clean, a large, user-friendly display makes setting the perfect loaf a breeze. Plus, the non-stick interior makes cleanup a snap hand wash only. Sure, some bread machines might have a smaller price tag. But for bakers who want consistent, delicious results with a variety of options, the Zojirushi Home Bakery Virtuoso Plus is a top choice. Fresh, homemade bread without the hassle. The Zojirushi Home Bakery Virtuoso Plus boasts an impressive user satisfaction rating with a whopping 86% of reviewers giving it 5 stars. Bakers love the ease of use, variety of settings, and perfect results every time. Top 5 customer feedback on the most typical 5-star products. 1. Customer opinion about the product is absolutely the best bread maker I've ever used. Replaced my aging Zojirushi model with this one. I have used bread makers for years. I love fresh made bread, but not much the actual baking. This is, without a doubt, the best one I have ever used. The previous model was great and I used it for 10 years without problems. The pan got beat up a bit from use and it became difficult to get the loaf out. Instead of replacing the pan $80 in a 10U appliance, I bought the new model. Wow, top is wonderfully brown. Selection panel is much improved over the last model. Timer is much easier to use. I've always loved the bread shape of the Zojirushi makers because slices fit into the toaster, sandwich bags, etc. Although it is the most expensive bread maker, it is well worth the money if you make your own bread regularly. Not really good value if you only make bread occasionally. Based on the lifespan of the previous model, which I sold on FB Marketplace because it still had years of life remaining, I expect this model to last more than 10 years, so a great annualized cost for exceptional bread. 2. Customer opinion about the product is simple to use and makes incredible bread. I've been buying freshly baked 12-grain bread week in, week out for years until I did a little thinking and said to myself, I can probably make my own bread. How hard can it be? I did my due diligence and decided on Zojirushi since I've been using their products for decades. I've used this bread maker for a couple of weeks and find that it consistently makes a great product, is simple to use, and clean up is a breeze. It takes me about 20 minutes to measure, weigh, add the ingredients, turn it on and then wait for a little over 3 hours for the finished product. I should have done this years ago. 3. Customer opinion about the product is yes, it's worth the price. I just got my new bread machine 2 days ago. Yesterday I made 2 loaves of bread. 100% whole wheat and pumpernickel. 100% whole wheat was the test I needed to see how it handled a dough known to be stiff and heavy. Holy moly! The machine rocked and thumped a while, but the result was a delicious loaf of bread with a very uniform and perfectly baked crumb. The medium setting made it perfect. I baked pumpernickel bread and it was beautiful as well. My bread making has been mostly by hand and it's time-consuming and messy. I love the hand method, but have owned 2 other machines that were used and they made okay loaves. I thought I'd risk investing in this machine due to the reviews. I'm really happy today I'll make dough and make hamburger buns. I'll never have to buy bread again, literally. I can now have commercial quality loaves of bread and make dough for rolls without my hands hurting. Arthritis is not a small issue. The texture produced by these beaters is perfect for me. Allergies are a problem and as most commercial bread has sesame flour purposely added to cover the butts of bread companies who can't get every sesame seed removed from machines, so they decided to add sesame flour to say there, if you have an allergy. You shouldn't even try to eat this. So eating out is risky and buying commercial bread for home has been possible still but very limited. Now I can make enough to take on trips and vacations. My neighbors will be getting homemade bread soon. I plan to try brioche recipes ASAP and make pastries at the holidays. 4. Customer opinion about the product is this thing is a game changer. Wow, what a game changer. I've been making all our bread the old-fashioned way for years now. After a recent cut on my hand, I decided to find an alternative while my hand healed. This maker is amazing. It makes the texture of the bread more like store-bought, which is a good thing. My breads were always great as toast and maybe with a piece of cheese, but it would crumble to pieces when making sandwiches. This bread stays together perfectly under the weight of a full sandwich. I'm really excited about the change. It mimics real professionally made bread, but with my own ingredients. Would definitely recommend. may not go back to the old-fashioned way much now. The only reason I gave timer function a 4 was because the screen is a bit hard to see with no light. 5. Customer opinion about the product is best bread machine ever purchased. We have owned several machines over the years. They always end up ticking me off, walk themselves off the counter. Don't finish what they are doing. Something always happened. We jumped at this machine. It cost a bit but was in the top 5 best machines. The easiest bread machine out there to use. We have only made white and sourdough bread, but we love it. Plan on doing more with it, but for now it was bought to make just basic bread so we don't have to buy the junk from the store. It's quiet, simple to use, tells the time and the time when it will finish. Very happy with our purchase. Top 5 customer feedback on the most typical 1-star products. 1. Customer opinion about the product is refurbished. Didn't work. I purchased this very expensive, refurbished bread machine. I expected to see scratches and marks on the machine surface. However, I also expected the machine to work. I placed all ingredients in the machine bowl and turned it on. The left paddle would not turn, so half of my bread was not mixed. I will never again buy a refurbished item, regardless of price. 2. Customer opinion about the product is I had a dud. Right now the overall rating is a 1. Customer service is great though. They couldn't figure out why my machine wouldn't work. Turn it on and just sat there, no kneading, no noise, no nothing. I have a feeling this might have been a return for the same reason, so UPS is coming to pick it up. I will reorder the same machine because my niece makes fabulous bread with hers, and that is why I ordered the expensive Zojirushi in the first place. Don't let this prevent you from ordering this machine. I am 100% sure the reorder one will work fabulous. Am I being optimistic? Who knows? 3. Customer opinion about the product is Zojirushi Virtuoso Breadmaker. Made 2 loads of bread and stopped working for $121. Returned it weeks ago, still don't have my money. It's sitting at the return center 3 days after return at UPS. Do not buy one. The customer representative told me not buy another one. There has been a lot of returned Zojirushi Virtuoso Breadmakers. 4. Customer opinion about the product is product failed in less than 4 months. I've had this bread maker for about 3 months. It's only been used about a dozen times. I use it to make gluten-free bread for myself, and a loaf lasts for a week or so. Last time I used it, after adding ingredients and starting, it stopped after a few minutes and the LCD display was blank. I unplugged it and then restarted, and it completed normally. This time, I put the bread pin in, and the display showed the completion time properly. But after just a couple of minutes, the screen was blank and the unit was off. No amount of rebooting or power cycling helped this time. I bought this thinking I was getting a premium product, and it has failed in less than 4 months with very moderate use in that time. The bread maker is stored in the kitchen, not in a garage or other environment. I'm very disappointed and would recommend against purchase of this product. Don't think I can give 0 stars, but it's merited in this case. Update: all Zojirushi did when I contacted them was to give me the address of a third-party repair shop. Guess after only 4 months of light use, I have to make my own arrangements for the warranty repair with a third party. Amazon should drop this product. Not recommend it. 5. Customer opinion about the product is I had such high hopes. I made 4 loaves. Not one was what I would call good. One was inedible. One was a lumpen mess. One was okay and the other was not bad. Not one compared to the loaves of bread I made in my old Food Network bread machine I got 13 years ago. It's nearly impossible to get the paddles out to clean. The loaves are never mixed and kneaded evenly. For nearly $400 with tax, I would expect the bread to at least be a consistent height, but 2 of the loaves had one end that was about half the height of the other side. Just save your money and get a cheaper model. Ever dream of waking up to the smell of freshly baked bread, but feel intimidated by yeast and kneading? Been there. My attempts usually ended in frustration and a hockey puck of bread. Then I discovered the Zojirushi Home Bakery Virtuoso Plus. Yes, it's a mouthful. But trust me, and let me tell you, this is a game changer for homemade bread, and with 86% of reviewers giving it 5 stars, I'm not alone. Here's why I love it and why you will too. Fresh bread, zero effort. Forget complicated recipes and messy cleanup. Just toss in your ingredients, choose your setting, and let the Virtuoso Plus work its magic. Perfect bread every time, variety at your fingertips. This isn't a one-trick pony. Bake everything from classic white and whole wheat loaves to healthy options like multigrain, gluten-free, and even vegan. There's a setting for every taste. Speed demon, no problem. The rapid setting lets you enjoy a delicious loaf of bread in under 2.5 hours, perfect for busy mornings or when those bread cravings hit. Golden perfection. Guaranteed. Dual heating elements ensure even baking for a beautifully browned crust and a consistently delightful texture throughout the entire loaf. Easy to use and maintain. The user-friendly display makes programming a breeze, and the non-stick interior cleans up in a snap hand wash only. Yes, there might be cheaper bread machines out there. But for bakers who want consistent, delicious results with a variety of options, the Zojirushi Virtuoso Plus is a top choice. Fresh, homemade bread without the stress. Yes, please. Get the Zojirushi Home Bakery Virtuoso Plus for $399.99 and start creating bakery-worthy loaves in your own kitchen. Impress your family and friends and maybe even yourself with your newfound baking skills. Looking to get more fruits and veggies into your diet, but hate the hassle of traditional juicers? The nutribullet Slow Juicer, originally $199.99, now only $121.99, is your answer to healthy, delicious juice, all in a compact, easy-to-use package. Here's why this nutribullet Slow Juicer is perfect for busy American kitchens. Big performance, small footprint. Don't let the size fool you. This juicer tackles tough fruits and veggies with its wide feed chute and powerful motor. Quiet powerhouse. Enjoy the peace and quiet while you juice. The low-speed motor crushed ingredients efficiently without all the loud noise. Maximum juice, minimum waste. The durable steel-tipped auger extracts every drop of goodness from your fruits and veggies, leaving minimal pulp behind. Easy cleanup. No more excuses. Forget spending ages scrubbing your juicer. The dishwasher safe parts and no drip spout make cleaning a breeze. Sure, some juicers might offer more bells and whistles, but for most Americans who want a powerful, user-friendly juicer at a great price, the nutribullet Slow Juicer is the perfect fit. Unlock the hidden health benefits of your fruits and veggies. The nutribullet Slow Juicer scores well with 59% of reviewers giving it 5 stars. Users love its compact size, powerful motor, and user-friendly design. Top 5 customer feedback on the most typical 5-star products. 1. Customer opinion about the product is great juicer for me. I mostly use this to juice orange, apple, ginger, and turmeric, and it works great for that purpose. Ginger and turmeric are so good for inflammation, and I wanted to get those benefits from fresh produce rather than supplements. Very pleased with being able to make my own ginger turmeric juice. I think it is easy to clean. I rinse the parts under the kitchen sink and then put them in the dishwasher. Super easy. Since I've not used it to juice any greens, I don't know that it would be harder to clean when juicing greens or not. I have a small kitchen and this doesn't take up a lot of space, so that is a bonus for me. You would expect noise from a juicer, but I don't find the level of sound it makes untenable. I've certainly experienced worse with other kitchen appliances. Great juicer. Highly recommend. 2. Customer opinion about the product is love it. I purchased this juicer after I watched a video on discount juicers comparing nutribullet Slow Juicer and the Gemma 2. Quality and amount of juice was almost the same, but for the money the nutribullet was the clear winner. After using it for over 2 months, I am very happy with my nutribullet. The juice is very good and the pulp is dry. It is a solid machine. 3. Customer opinion about the product is does extract more juice than a centrifugal type. I have the nutribullet 80, which is super easy to use, no chopping unless too big then in half and no seeding etc. But the slow juicer does extract maybe 20% more juice. So if you juice $1,000 worth of things, you save $250 over the 80 models, so worth it year over year. Couple things to get used to: have to seed fruits and cut things up small pieces, and the cleaning after takes 5 to 12 minutes as opposed to 1 to 5 on the 80. The basket is harder to brush, and there's the port where pulp comes out, and anything like kale will leave lots of fibrous strands that take time to poke out. And finally, the 80 juice is ready to drink, but the slow can give you some foamy juice that you have to sit for 5 minutes to get foam to rise to top. But I thought the juice itself tasted better from the slow juicer, probably because I juice lemons, and the 80 puts a lot of the rind into the juice, so it's super tart and slightly bitter. The slow juicer keeps the rind out. Definitely a nice juicer. The next step is the $2,000 juice press, which probably gets another 5% out over the slow. 4. Customer opinion about the product is great value for a compact and effective juicer. This is my first juicing experience, so I went with a brand that was listed on a blogger's top 10 under $200. I've had it for about a month now, and it is very easy to use and easy to clean. I'm juicing every morning between 20 and 40 ounces so that I can drink my juice throughout the day as part of an anti-cancer protocol. Takes about 30 minutes to juice and clean up. Not bad. I've juiced carrots, parsnips, beets, ginger, lemons, limeys, peppers, melons, apples, oranges, spinach, turmeric root, celery, parsley, garlic, cucumbers, and a few other veggies. The only thing that got caught, and the instructions warned me against this, were the greens. I've since learned that few juicers under $200 can handle leafy greens, but if I roll the spinach up real tight, kind of like a cigar, it'll go through and I get a decent amount of juice. I blend the parsley in a separate blender and just add it to my juice after the fact. I am really enjoying the process and feel absolutely great. If this one lasts me another year or so, then I will consider it a worthwhile buy. If I'm still juicing, I will probably invest in a more expensive juicer that can handle leafy greens with less prep. Update: 2 months of use, still going strong. Hubby getting in on the action, and friends constantly comment on my glowing skin. Have had some success with juicier greens like romaine, but they take much longer than my normal recipe: beets, celery, cucumber, carrots, lemon, apple. I am looking at a second juicer, the Nama brand, that can handle all herbs and greens. Still consider this a great juicer, and still love juicing. I just want to be able to juice greens and herbs. Nama model I'm looking at costs $550, significantly more, but extracts more juice, handles greens and herbs, and has a 15-year warranty. 5. Customer opinion about the product is easy to use and easy to clean. I'm not much of a breakfast person, so this is perfect. I will wash and prep my veggies, so in the morning I can easily make my green juice. Once I'm done juicing, I will mix 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. Place it back in the fridge for 10 to 15 minutes. Once the chia seeds have soaked, I'm good to go. Helps keep me full and start off putting something healthy in my body first thing in the morning. Asterisk: make sure you cover your cup if you don't drink the juice right away. Also, this comes with a juice book, great for beginners. Lastly, of course, it's a hassle to clean it every time. But it's worth it. If I don't have time to properly clean it, I'll just rinse it and place it to the side and wash it with dish soap later on. Top 5 customer feedback on the most typical 1-star products. 1. Customer opinion about the product is you can't service it if you get it from Amazon. The juicer was working fine for 1 month and then started to not juice properly. Most of the pieces of fruits are going into the juice and it's clogging. After 30 days you can return, and nutribullet says no service, so you left with useless product after. You spend so much money for it and you can't even get help with it, so my advice to you, don't buy from Amazon or get the warranty or buy directly from their website so they cannot scam you. They did it to me. 2. Customer opinion about the product is actual rating is 0 stars. This product is terrible. It worked for 1 to 2 weeks properly and on and off for the last 2 to 3 months before it stopped working. It struggled to juice sliced pineapples. When we tried to use the warranty, they gave us the runaround by sending new parts and the juicer became worse. We bought it January 24th. It's April. Keep that in mind. 3. Customer opinion about the product is not impressive. I bought this juicer because I typically like nutribullet products. I was disappointed in the juicer. The pulp got stuck during the first use and it created a mess. It took a while to get the pulp out. The food chute is much smaller than advertised. I don't recommend it. 4. Customer opinion about the product is returned in a few days. I bought this Friday, received it Saturday, started juicing and off bat it had pulp in my juice, so I used a strainer. After the first time I decided to give the machine another shot and the same thing. I was willing to use a strainer with it, but not something I wanted to do. I do juice every day, but not even a week. I'm going to clean out my machine and couldn't even get it open. Had someone else help me pry it open, cleaned it out, and then tried juicing again pineapples this time, and there is nothing coming out the exit end and everything is getting backed up inside the machine. Again, the machine is stuck and can't get it open. Just issued a return for it being the price is it really is not that good. 5. Customer opinion about the product is stopped working after 2 uses at approximately 6 weeks. Stopped working after 2 uses at approximately 6 weeks, can't return to Amazon, 30-day return expired. Will not recommend this product. Motor quit, would not reset. Juicing always seemed like a chore, messy, loud, and way too much cleanup. Then I tried the nutribullet slow juicer, originally $199.99, now only $121.99. And let me tell you, it's a game changer, and with 59% of reviewers giving it 5 stars, I'm not alone. Here's why I love it and why you will too. Small but mighty. Don't be fooled by the size. This juicer packs a punch with its wide chute and quiet motor, tackling even tough fruits and veggies. Quiet mornings. Delicious juice. Forget the noisy juicers that wake up the whole house. This slow juicer crushes ingredients gently so you can enjoy peaceful mornings with a healthy boost. Maximum juice, minimum waste. The powerful auger extracts every drop of goodness from your produce, leaving minimal pulp behind, perfect for getting the most nutrients in every glass. Easy cleanup, happy you. No more spending ages scrubbing. The dishwasher safe parts and no drip spout make cleaning a breeze, so you can spend less time cleaning and more time enjoying your juice. Yes, a few reviewers mentioned the pulp container could be bigger for large batches, but for most everyday juicing, it's perfect. And a couple of folks wish the feed chute was wider for bulky ingredients. Totally understandable, but for most fruits and veggies, it works great. Living in a tiny apartment and tired of damp laundry hanging everywhere. The Euhomy compact dryer, originally $249.99, now only $219.99. Is your answer to dry, fluffy clothes, no matter where you live. Here's why this Euhomy compact dryer is perfect for American homes with limited space. Big drying power, small footprint. Don't let the size fool you. This dryer tackles loads up to 10.5 pounds of wet clothes, enough for the whole family in its 1.8 cubic foot capacity. Plus, it fits perfectly in small spaces like apartments, dorms, and even RVs, measuring just 19.3 x 17.7 x 27. Dry clothes your way. Choose from 7 drying modes: cool down for delicates, warm for everyday clothes, hot for bulky items, anti-wrinkle for touch-up, and even an eco mode that saves energy, durable and gentle on clothes. The high-quality stainless steel drum dries clothes evenly and quickly. Plus, the multiple filtration system removes lint and pet hair, keeping your clothes looking and feeling their best. Quiet operation, anytime drying. The Euhomy dryer operates quietly, so you can dry clothes anytime without disturbing anyone. Sure, some dryers might offer more features or larger capacity. But for most Americans in apartments, dorms, or RVs who need a convenient way to dry clothes, the Euhomy compact dryer is a lifesaver. Ditch the drying rack and reclaim your space. The Euhomy compact dryer boasts impressive user satisfaction with a whopping 72% of reviewers giving it 5 stars. People in apartments, dorms, and RVs love the compact size, variety of drying options, and gentle drying for their clothes. Top 5 customer feedback on the most typical 5-star products. 1. Customer opinion about the product is outstanding customer service. Last year, I decided to buy a compact dryer to complement my laundry machine. After careful consideration, I choose to buy Euhomy Compact Dryer 1.8 cu.ft. I loved everything about it and reviews were great. It arrived right on time and in a perfect condition. I used it twice and the dryer was working just fine, not loud at all, easy care, and I was very happy to have that convenience. But ... When I turned it on again in a few weeks later, the dryer wasn't working properly. There was no heat at all coming into the drum, so here I was with a whole bunch of wet clothes, of course. I started to look for solutions for my problem and wrote an email to an address posted on the instruction manual. And that was the best thing I could have done, because customer service at that manufacturer is amazing, prompt, super polite, understanding and reassuring. After a few emails back and forth to figure out what was going on, the customer representative offered to replace the broken dryer with the new one, which I gladly accepted. I am provided with a trucking hash and am waiting for a new dryer. 2. Customer opinion about the product is great dryer. Well made, works great, glad I selected it. Lint filter is pain, you have to vacuum the cloth filter to get it off. So I bought replacement ones that work better, satisfied with my purchase. This is not a cheaply put together piece of crap. It actually heats up to 140 as advertised, is quiet and easy to set up. It is packaged so well it won't get damaged in transit. Recommend this brand highly. Do not overload as it will take longer to dry. 3. Customer opinion about the product is excellent. This little portable dryer is really excellent. At 1.5 cu it is very small, but exactly what I needed. In the pick it is sitting on top of my washer. It comes with a hard plastic expandable exhaust hose that did not fit the exit point in my laundry room. Fortunately, I purchased a 4-inch dryer hose and it fit perfectly. I can dry maybe 1 bath towel and a hand towel in one load, in another load. 1 queen-size sheet and 2 pillowcases. The second sheet needs to be dried separately. I can dry maybe 3 blouses and 2 shorts and a few underthings in another load. The filter inside the dryer on the back wall is tricky to remove and clean. It's not easy, that's for sure. Otherwise, I am very happy with this dryer. It comes packed expertly and arrived in perfect condition. 4. Customer opinion about the product is just what was needed. Push both buttons in and crank the timer to red if you want it to heat up. The lint trap comes out by turning counterclockwise and pulling out. It's also 2 pieces which you can twist and pull apart to easily empty it. Yes, they will have to be smaller wash loads. Ideally, the wet laundry shouldn't be past half full. But like everyone, I overstuff it and pull out items that are dry enough as it goes to allow more room for things like jeans to dry. 5. Customer opinion about the product is little gem dryer. I kept putting off getting a dryer because I didn't want to spend several $100s. Then I ran across this little dryer and read the reviews. So I thought, okay, I will try it, and I am so happy I did. It fits my needs perfectly. I prefer to hand my clothes so they don't shrink or fade, but there are some things that just need to be dried. So this dryer works for me. It takes up little space, works well drying the essentials that I use it for and ridding of the lint. The lint trap really works and works well. I tried it on some of my towels that had not been in a dryer previous to this one and had lots of lint. So after washing, I put a couple of towels. I used the big beach towels in the dryer and set on the 80 and lint was gone and I had fluffy towels. So yes, I am very happy with this machine. I purposely chose this size for my needs, easy to set up. I wish I had known about this little gem sooner. Top 5 customer feedback on the most typical 1-star products. 1. Customer opinion about the product is lint filter. This dryer is okay. I bought the Black & Decker washer, but the dryer sold out, so I purchased this one. Takes a good while for items to dry, not unless the clothes are very thin cotton. My biggest disappointment, gripe, is the lint filter. First, it is hard to pull out the circle back of the dryer. There is a circle felt filter you have to vacuum every time you clean it. Then there is the circle screen, which most of the time will not come off the center cylinder, so I don't force it just in case I break it. I squeeze my hand in to swipe the lint off. Think hard before you purchase this dryer. Oh, and definitely have a table to sit the dryer on. Not unless you want to lay down and put in and take out your clothes. I bought an old microwave cart from a thrift store. 2. Customer opinion about the product is doesn't warm up, just pumping cold air. I got it and tried to get it going immediately, and it never got hot. I submitted a return and haven't gotten my money back, and the product says it's been returned to the seller. 3. Customer opinion about the product is failed after 10 months. I was pretty excited about this dryer. I had a very small area that I could put it in, and this one fit perfectly. From the first day, I was unable to do more than 1 load a day. If I tried to dry more than one, the dryer would just shut down and not work again until 24 hours later. Yesterday, it died mid-load. Now my clothes are mildewed and will need to be replaced. Not worth the money spent. I am beyond disappointed in the quality of this machine. I should have returned it right away, but I don't drive, and the box is huge for such a small dryer. May possibly be the most disappointing item I've ever received from Amazon. Don't waste your hard-earned money. 4. Customer opinion about the product is faulty. I don't often write negative reviews, but I'd say beer beware on this item. I had it for about a month before I went through the process of getting a refund. The dryer was faulty, only getting hot some of the times it was used, leaving me having to put it on for multiple cycles to dry my clothes. Sometimes meaning small loads would take 4+ hours. It's really tiny and definitely not energy efficient. My utilities bill went upward $50 in the month I had it. I thought it'd be nice to have a little dryer, but I'm going to just buy one secondhand that is full size. I honestly recommend that overbuying this item and less space is a huge issue for you, and you're okay with it just being used for super small loads. The seller did offer a repair and were good at communication though. 5. Customer opinion about the product is faster to dry on a clothesline. Waste of money. Don't waste your time with this product. Garbage took nearly 36 hours to dry to baby blankets and a baby jacket. Does not get warm, let alone hot, only cold air. Garbage. Dries faster to hang your clothes. Doesn't not do what is claimed. Update. It stopped working entirely after 4 uses of the above-mentioned runtime. Living in a small apartment with nowhere to dry clothes. Me too. My laundry situation was a disaster zone until I discovered the Euhomy compact dryer, originally $249.99, now only $219.99. Let me tell you, this little dryer is a lifesaver, and with 72% of reviewers giving it 5 stars, I'm not alone. Here's why I love it and why you will too. Big drying power, small footprint. Don't be fooled by the size. This dryer tackles loads up to 10.5 pounds, enough for most apartments, and fits perfectly in tiny spaces. Think apartments, dorms, even RVs. Dry clothes your way. From delicates to bulky towels, this dryer has a setting for everything. Choose from cool down, warm, hot, anti-wrinkle, and even an eco mode to save energy. Gentle on clothes, tough on wrinkles. The stainless steel drum dries clothes evenly without damaging them. Plus, the lint filter keeps your clothes looking fresh and wrinkle-free. Quiet operation. Anytime drying. No more noisy dryers waking up the whole house. The Euhomy dryer operates quietly, so you can dry clothes on your own schedule. Yes, a few reviewers mentioned the capacity might be small for huge families. Totally fair if you do laundry for an army. And a couple of folks wished the exhaust hose was a bit longer. But for most everyday laundry needs in a small space, it's fantastic. Dry clothes, happy life. Get the Euhomy Compact Dryer for $219.99, originally $249.99, and say goodbye to laundry woes. Your clothes and your sanity will thank you. Craving delicious coffee but tired of pre-ground beans that lose their flavor? The Gevi 10-cup coffee maker with grinder, originally $199.99, now only $149.99. Is your answer to fresh, flavorful coffee every time, all in one convenient machine. Here's why this Gevi coffee maker with grinder is perfect for busy American mornings. Fresh grind, perfect cup. Skip the store-bought grounds. This coffee maker features a built-in Brew grinder for the freshest coffee flavor. Every single brew. Strength and size you control. Brew a full 10-cup pot or customize the amount for just you. Plus, choose from 3 grind settings and 8 brewing strengths to personalize your coffee experience. Wake up to fresh coffee. Set the programmable timer the night before. And wake up to the aroma of perfectly brewed coffee. The Keep Warm plate ensures your coffee stays hot for up to 2 hours. Easy cleanup, zero mess. The Gevi coffee maker features a permanent filter for easy cleanup and less waste. Sure, some coffee makers might offer a separate grinder or larger capacity. But for most Americans who want fresh, delicious coffee with the convenience of grinding and brewing in one machine, the Gevi coffee maker with grinder is the perfect choice. Especially at its current price. Start your day the delicious way. The Gevi 10-cup coffee maker with grinder boasts a strong user satisfaction rating with a whopping 68% of reviewers giving it 5 stars. Coffee lovers rave about the fresh ground flavor, convenient features, and easy cleanup. Top 5 customer feedback on the most typical 5-star products. 1. Customer opinion about the product is coffee snob. So I had the Benavida coffee maker for years. I've had to actually. But grinding the beans in a Cuisinart grinder and then putting them in the coffee maker, etc., got to be a pain, including the static cling from grinding the bean. I took a chance and bought this coffee maker. It really is pretty terrific. A little bit of a learning curve, but once you set the machine to your liking, you don't have to do much else. One downside is the water container, which is located on the back of the machine and a bit of a pain to get to. I will say that it is taller and bigger than most coffee machines I'm used to, but the coffee is delicious. Update after a week. This coffee maker has all sorts of controls that allow you to tweak the taste of your coffee and grind. However, the biggest flaw I can see is that the coffee is not hot. It's not cool, but I find I have to put it in the microwave for a few seconds to warm it up before I drink it. A minor inconvenience, but for the price, I shouldn't have to do that. 2. Customer opinion about the product is better than expected. We bought this same model 3 years ago and didn't expect it to work as long as did. I bought insurance to have it replaced if it broke down. It started to act up, wouldn't finish boiling the water. But I fixed that problem, sorta. I went ahead and bought a second one. Both coffee makers look the same on the outside, but I'll bet Gevi improved the firmware and definitely the user manual. Great machine, now I have to. The older one has a small issue, but there is a work around the problem. 3. Customer opinion about the product is what I've been looking for. I like this combo coffee maker. I've tried another brand and it was a pain to clean to many parts. The Gevi works great for me as it is easy to set up, program, and use. Make sure you follow the pre-use cleaning instructions. Easy to program. Once clock, timer, strength, number of cups is set, make sure you press the button if you're using grounds grinder off. Then unlike me once make sure water bin has water in it. D. Easy to use. If making coffee now, the grinder does its thing and brews. Coffee warmer stays on for a couple hours keeping your coffee nice and hot for refills. Done with coffee, just push the power button. Easy to clean, perma-filter, and carafe, dump and rinse. Would I recommend this? Absolutely. 4. Customer opinion about the product is amazing coffee. Love this maker. Pros, grinds right into basket. Fresh tasting and delicious coffee. Exactly right temp. Looks great in my kitchen. Cons, awkward water pour in. Not really a con. But I really wish it came with a stainless steel coffee pot. 5. Customer opinion about the product is works great and excellent customer service. We bought this machine to use coffee beans. We love freshly grounded coffee in the morning. The only problem is that the grinder is very noisy. My wife wakes up at 4:30 a.m. and starts the machine, which would wake me up. We switched to using the built-in coffee filter with grinds. Works great and keeps our coffee hot for an hour. We recently had an issue with the machine. We lost a piece while cleaning it. I contacted their customer service and they sent me the required piece in a week. I would definitely recommend buying one. Top 5 customer feedback on the most typical one-star products. 1. Customer opinion about the product is no customer service whatsoever. Beer beware. I have had this coffee pot for 2 months, used it exactly as directed, cleaned it regularly, and took excellent care of it. All of a sudden, out of the blue, all the water I pour into the water tank flows out the bottom of the machine, all over the counter. The product came with a 12-month warranty, and I have made several attempts to contact Gevi for warranty assistance, and I have not had a single response. So basically, I paid $150 for a coffee machine that only worked for 2 months. I'm going to try to contact Amazon and my bank to see about getting my money back. Save yourself the trouble and buy a different brand. There is nitrogen monoxide help or support for this product. 2. Customer opinion about the product is why does this coffee pot have high reviews? This is a value for a self-grinding coffee pot, but the grinding function did not work consistently. The beans dam up around the entry point into the grinder, which prevents consistent grinding. I was lucky to not wake up to water in the pot 50% of the time. I contacted the manufacturer for help on making the grind more consistent. It took them 2 to 3 days to respond and basically said clean the bean hopper more or try better quality beans. That would mean I would have empty and clean the hopper every night for the machine to work since the beans I buy are already above average quality. I returned the item and bought a self-grinding Cuisinart. It works like a charm. 3. Customer opinion about the product is horrible customer service. After approximately 1 month of owning this Brew coffee maker, it broke and is not grinding the correct amount of coffee beans. We contacted the company and we were told we needed to send a video of troubleshooting the product. After doing so, they are asking for more videos, then sending email responses as if they haven't heard our initial complaint. We are no closer to a resolution than when we started. At first, we were willing to have the unit replaced and give it a second try, but if this is what we need to go through if there is another problem, we want a full refund. Worst customer service we've ever experienced. 4. Customer opinion about the product is avoid like the plague. My unit began malfunctioning within 3 months by periodically switching off and resetting all clocks and settings. It finally went caput less than a year of grinding through the challenges. In addition to the electrical shortfalls, the coffee grinder setting never grinds the amount it's supposed to given the setting. This causes us to have to run 3 or more 10-cup grind operations to get enough coffee for a 10-cup brew. I hope my unit is an anomaly, but when there are multiple hiccups as I've encountered, it tends to be a more widespread problem with the manufacturer. 5. Customer opinion about the product is can't use dark beans in this machine. After I began setting up the machine using the step-by-step instructions, I found a warning buried deep in the booklet stating that dark beans cannot be used with the machine. What? Sorry, but that's the only coffee I drink. Plus, the directions to make coffee with this machine were endless, far too complicated. Last but not least, the shipping took forever, and when it arrived, the coffee maker was filthy with dust all over it. Sick of pre-ground coffee that tastes like yesterday's news? Me too. Freshly ground beans make all the difference, but who has time for a separate grinder? The Gevi 10-cup coffee maker with grinder originally $199.99. Now only $149.99. Is a game changer, and with 68% of reviewers giving it 5 stars, I'm not alone. Here's why I love it and why you will too. Grind 2-cup perfection. Forget pre-ground beans. This machine grinds your beans right before brewing and locking the freshest, most flavorful coffee you can imagine. Your coffee, your way. Brew a full pot for a crowd or just a cup for yourself. Plus, customize the grind settings and brewing strength to create your perfect cup every single time. Wake up to fresh brews, program the timer the night before, and wake up to the amazing aroma of freshly brewed coffee. The Keep Warm function ensures your coffee stays hot for up to 2 hours. Easy cleanup, happy mornings, no more messy filters to replace. The Gevi coffee maker uses a permanent filter for easy cleanup and less waste. A few reviewers mentioned setup took a little longer than some basic machines. Totally fair, but the fresh coffee is worth it. And a very small number wished for a glass carafe instead of thermal plastic. But for most coffee lovers, the convenience is fantastic. Freshly ground coffee, perfectly brewed every morning. Yet the Gevi 10-cup coffee maker with grinder for $149.99, originally $199.99, and experience the difference real coffee can make. Your taste buds and your mornings will thank you.